Hi guys, what's up? Back again with another video. In this video, we're going to talk about the 4 most crucial aspects that a lot of beginner advertisers skip, and they are very vital to build up the success over the long term. Those of you who don't know who I am, I'm Jasim. I'm the founder and head of growth at Creative Branding. We do meta advertising for e-commerce businesses as well as different service-based businesses, working with over 42 brands up to this point, helping them scale up significantly in their revenues and getting the best return on their ad spends. So if we dive right into it, there are 4 key concepts. Now, I talk to a lot of business owners, especially e-commerce business owners who have started their business, but right now they are completely clueless. They've spent a lot of money, they've lost a lot of money, and they're kind of stuck. They don't know where they need to move forward to, and there's a lot of fear surrounding them, a lot of uncertainty. So I figured I'll just make this video to offer some insights that I've gathered over the past 4 years for running ads for multiple different brands and businesses. Number one thing is that we do see a lot of things online. However, one thing to always keep in mind is that ad results build up over time. Now, you may see certain results posted online. You might even see my own Instagram profile where I post some of our client results, and we mentioned something like $75,000 in sales in 1 month, 40K in 1 month, 150K in 1 month. Now, those figures are accurate. However, to get to that point, to make that 50K or 150K in 30 days, there is a lot behind that as well. It takes months and weeks of testing, solidifying different strategies, analyzing what works and what doesn't. So when we reach the peak of the performance, that is when we're seeing numbers like this really stack up. The first month of a new business might not be as productive or successful. So things take time. A lot of my fellow e-commerce owners, when they start out a new brand, they expect to make like 50 grand, 100 grand, 200K in the first month. That's not possible for beginners. It is possible if you have certain level of skills and understanding, and that is the understanding I'm trying to share with you. So you have to keep focus on some of the most critical aspects. So, number one being that your ad is one of the most important aspects. It does 75% of the lifting when it comes to results while staying on the platforms of Instagram and Facebook. Now, I say this time and time again that your ad needs to be very informative, it needs to be engaging as well, and it needs to convince the people in order to take the next step, and that could be going onto your funnel or going onto your website. Your ad should be done in a way that it doesn't leave any confusion. It leaves some intrigue, but it gives enough information that people can make a decision that this is a product or service that they want. Your ad needs to showcase some results, some testimonials before and afters, things like that, some social proof as well. Always have a lot of ads running at the same time. Now, it's vital that you have lots of variety, because when it comes to advertising, you can never be 100% sure on what works and what does not work. Yes, we can offer some frameworks on what kind of, for example, formats are trendy right now. For example, there was a time for UGCs, there are us versus them, the features and benefits ads, like those are the frameworks. However, you must always test out different varieties. One thing that I highly recommend, and it's a very good practice to have, is that whatever your ad budgeted, even if it's as low as $25 a day, take a small portion of it and keep it aside for testing out different new creatives, different new angles. Run your high performing ads, whatever it is, on the $20, keep the $5 separate, try out new variations every 5 to 7 days, because you never know, one thing might really click, and when you let that one have majority of the budget, you will see some significant improvements in your results. So that's the best practice to have. Always have a testing campaign running at all times, because that is the biggest leverage that you have. Those tests are one day going to work really well and are going to significantly boost your business. So that's very important. Other than that, if we since we discussed about the ad side of things, always good to have proper ads, tested ads. The next step that people take, either it's lead generation service or it's e-commerce, it is that most likely they're going to onto your funnel or onto your website. Now, the website or the landing page or the funnel, it is crucial, because the ad's job is to send traffic to your landing page, and a good ad makes that traffic qualified. However, when they are on the website, it is the website's job to convince those people and turn that traffic into paying customers. So some ways to do that is you must always have social proof over there. You must always have clear policies on how these things work, what the customer can expect, and in case of e-commerce, always have product photos, from multiple different angles. It's very important. People are paying you money to buy a certain thing, and they need to, it's their right to see that thing properly. Whenever we go to a shop, even if it's like a grocery store, to buy something very simple, we always pick that thing up, we analyze it, we look at it, we understand what it is, we read the text over there. Same applies for the online buying, or the e-commerce buying or purchasing. They need to have that understanding, that information on how things work. Along with that, you can have certain different clarities regarding the shipping that they get, what taxes apply, what are the timelines and things like that. It's important to have that. The other day I was just analyzing a website, an e-commerce website. It was a pet product brand, and they had a free gift with buying like a steam brush, and that gift was a glove. However, they had those gifts, but nowhere on the product page was it mentioned that they are giving a glove as a free gift. It was just written free gift, free gift, free gift. People are not going to buy, not going to proceed with it, because there is no clarity over there. So we need to show the benefits, the way of using it, and properly present it to them the right way. So that is very important. Ads are awesome. They do 75% of the work on bringing people to the website. Now that is an important distinction to make. The rest is targeting, the rest is how you structure your campaigns, how your pixel is set up, all of that. And once they're on the website, it is 90% the duty of that website, of that landing page, to convert those people into paying customers. So that is very important. One more thing that I would like to add is that it is a very good practice to never turn off something that is working when it comes to meta ads. You might have an ad that is giving you sales, and you might think, all right, so I have an ad running over here on the side, maybe I need to launch it into the bigger campaign. What people do is they turn off this ad which is getting the sales, and they take it and launch it into the bigger campaign. It could be Advantage Shopping, whatever that is. Never do that. That is a horrible mistake to make. You can launch that ad into the bigger campaign, you can launch it wherever you want to, but do not please turn off the one that is working. Only when the new position with the new campaign, or the new placement where you launched it, once that outperforms the existing one by 2x, 3x, 5x, only then you can consider turning it off. But other than that, whatever is working must always remain on. I understand that sometimes it involves spending a little more budget, but you're getting sales, you're getting leads. Do not make that mistake. So these are 3 or 4 of the most crucial things I see a lot of beginner advertisers make, and just hoping this video can offer some clarity to them in order to keep this mindset, and in order to avoid some of these mistakes, and in order to implement some of these important aspects. Just by doing these things, I guarantee that you will start seeing a lot of success, a lot of results over time. So always remember, our results do take time to build. Just stay consistent, keep putting in the work, keep testing things out, and keep letting the winners run, and keep optimizing, and you will start seeing great results on your campaigns.